Okay, today I'm going to talk about using these Wago electrical connections to on a small electronics type project. This is my 3D printer. The thermistor went out and needed to be replaced. So they send you this is actually the old one right here, but they send you these things, and apparently they do go out occasionally, so that's something I'll have to look at down the road, changing out apparently. So I started putting this together and thought about different ways to attach the wires together. It's a pretty simple connection, and these are the same Wago fasteners you would use on your house wiring. And I noticed when I was looking at some thoughts about how to attach these things, but they send you these, it's like a little tube. Let's see if you can see that. Little tube, and you put it in there and have the bare wires, I guess, crossing in the middle. And the idea is you would use either a heat gun or a lighter or whatever to shrink wrap this thing. I started using that, and it just didn't work. I'm not sure if I did it wrong or whatever, and it was kind of a hassle to get the wires in there configured properly. So I started thinking about, well, plus if I have to come down the road and change this out every now and then, initially I thought about maybe I should solder it, but that's going to be a permanent fix, and I'd have to unsolder and do all that sort of thing. I thought about, the old crimp connectors like this, which would work as well, and also these old school type fasteners there. But anyway, so I looked into the box of the Wago fasteners, and apparently you can use these from 24 to 12 gauge wires, which when I looked at these wires, they're small, but they're not like 30 gauge or anything like that. They are small. So what I thought I'd do is put them on here, and they seem to be holding good. My only watch out on this is if you're doing your household wiring. Obviously you want these to go in far enough. You want that to go in far enough to get all the way to the end, and also to touch the metal of the wire itself. So normally when you're soldering, you might have like a short, like that's like a 1/4 inch, say, of wire. But when you're doing these, you're going to want to have more like probably closer to like a 1/2 inch maybe. So basically I just stripped off a larger length here. I'll just demonstrate that. There you go. And if you don't have one of these wire stripper tools, I highly recommend it. So definitely saves a lot of time. So see here, it's a little bit longer than you would do if you were soldering it. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's right, there you go. Okay. So we'll just pop them in there. One side and the other side. Whoop, and the other side. Okay. And so you got a pretty solid connection there. Okay. So the only downside is it's not really something that if you got to put it back in a case or something, that's probably not the best way to do this, but it does work. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you, because I'm afraid I'm going to have to come back here in 6 months or so, and my printer will be acting up and sending me all kinds of error signals, and I'll have to change out this thing again. So this will make it super easy to do that. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing. I want to thank you very much for watching this. And please put any comments or suggestions or questions down in the comments section, and I'll try to get back to you, or I learn a lot of stuff from you folks out there, so I appreciate that. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching.